Hey, what's up, Crypto Army? I'm Travis, your crypto newbie, bringing you my experiences so you don't have to learn things the hard way. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor, and none of my content should be viewed as financial advice. If you like what my content offers, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and turn on notifications. It really helps the channel grow and get to others that might find it helpful. Now, one other added benefit of hitting that like button and subscribing, especially if you like the content, is all of my content is crypto, to include content that you like and probably tokens that you're either following or investing in. Hitting the like button and subscribing and getting the content to others potentially increases the number of holders in whichever token you're watching. Just food for thought that it's beneficial across the board to like my videos if you like them, because it will probably get to more people and help the project grow. In this particular instance, BODA, because we're going to talk about BODAV2 today. But if you like the content, definitely hit that subscribe button, because it does help the channel grow, which means that more people are seeing the content, which means probably more people are buying the token and increasing the price. A lot of good things for holders of this token. Just keep that in mind when you're watching YouTube content for projects you like. That's why we always say, hey, hit that like button, because it does help the channel grow, but it also helps get people to the token you're watching. Now let's dig into Boda token. I just wanted to cover that a little bit. So BODAV2, and here's the website, and you can see it's a new website. And I like the design of this new website. I was a little critical on their last one. This one's pretty good. It catches your eye right from the get-go when you first go to the website. And I think you need to do that with a website, because again, this is the first place that every holder generally goes to. They don't normally start going to Telegram or Discord. They go to the website first, read about the project, get familiar with it, and if you don't catch their attention, they're unlikely to continue past the website. So it's really critical that they get a good website. And I think this is a much better improvement over the previous version. I like it. I think it looks pretty good. It's very clean. It's got the graphics that are generally what people will look for, is good quality graphics that relate to the project. They have those things. Not a lot else has changed. It's just a redesigned user interface for the website, but it looks good. And they've got the roadmap. Again, all the things that were on here before are still here. It's just more presentable in my opinion. And again, the team is docked. So if this is your first time looking into BODAV2, it's an awesome project, and it just gets better and better over time. Now, if you want to watch the fundamental analysis I did in this project, I'll put the link right here for that. It'll help you kind of walk through this project. Now, just keep in mind, some things have changed since I did that fundamental analysis. So check out some of the other AMA content as well. But most of the concerns I had during the fundamental analysis, other than the fees, the rest of them are pretty much taken care of. They've got those audits, they've got the docs team, they're starting to get a little bit of social sentiment out there. It's starting to really pick up for the Boda team. Again, not financial advice, but I think this project is worth checking out, especially if you like getting Binance pegged USD back, because this one will give you quite a bit. And full disclosure, at the time of my fundamental analysis, I had not invested. I did buy into this project. Again, it's got strong fundamentals. I have concerns about the fee, but that doesn't mean that the project can't be successful. And they have the ability to adjust the fees. Now, I suspect they would never lower the Binance pegged USD that you would get back in returns, but it is possible that if the fees turn out to be too much for this token, they might lower it in the future once they're more established. Once they see that there's an issue when it comes to the fees. Again, these reward tokens are fairly new. It isn't entirely clear how much of a fee is too much. So everybody's kind of just shooting in the dark to try to find the right mix for fees. And that's, again, one of the concerns I had for this project. But that's a very minor concern, because they can adjust it over time if it turns out to be a legitimate concern. Now, here's their dashboard. And I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. This is one of the best dashboards out there. It really is a phenomenal dashboard. It's got a lot of great information. They did add in the queue in there. That way, if you want to do manual withdrawals of your Binance pegged USD, you can. I always just let the automatic feature kick in. I don't feel the need to withdraw them early. Now, there's been several news articles released in the last couple of days. I'm going to show you the Market Watch one. I tend to like reading Market Watch, so I look at these, but Yahoo Finance is pretty good, and they've done some articles on Boda as well. But there's also Crypto Daily and Business Insider, and I like reading Business Insider as well. What you're going to find is a lot of these articles are very similar because they're writing about the same aspects of the token. So expect some similarity between them. My recommendation is just check out the Market Watch one. I'll put the link in the description of this video that way if you want to check this out. I'm not going to read this entire article, but I did want to call attention to one area, and that's right here. So Boda version 2 is set up with security in mind, whether that's protection against hackers and cyber attacks, shady ventures, and actors in the developing blockchain space, or instability on Wall Street, explained Billy Thomas, Boda's chief executive officer. Our current CERTIC review and audit gives investors a transparent look into how the smart contract we've coded from the ground up delivers automatic dividends to buyers just for holding the token. And again, I've talked a little bit with the CEO, and I talked a lot about this in my last video. He seems genuinely concerned with making sure he's providing a good product for you, the community. He's doxed on his website. You can watch him during the AMA. I got a lot of respect for him and the token. There was somebody that came into one of the other projects that I was covering and had genuine concern about the project. So I get the sense from this team that they're just in it for providing a good project for the community. Now, hey, let's be reasonable. They want to make some money also. But the way that they make money is by providing a good project that has longevity. And I get the sense that they really want this project to be successful. And I cover some other projects on this channel like that. And that's why I like covering this project along with those. Those are the projects I want to bring to you, are the projects that seem to have a really solid team with a lot of potential for increased growth, which means more profit for you. And hopefully we're all sitting on that beach drinking Mai Tais or whatever it is you want to do when you're rich one day. Because that's the goal, is to try to build up our community and be successful with crypto and avoid all those rug pulls and all those scams that are out there. I try not to cover those on this channel. I can't guarantee that any of the projects I cover on this channel are going to be successful, but they all have the potential to be successful, and I don't think any of them are ever going to be scams or rug pulls. At least not the ones that I go looking for and I cover on a regular basis. Some of the subscriber mentioned tokens have had some concerns. There's no question about it. I've had some higher concerns for certain ones. I've had more concern for certain projects, but so far, none of them turned out to be rug pulls or scams, but that's very common in this space. So you really need to do your own research on all of these projects, regardless of whether I'm enthusiastic about it or not. Do your research and make sure that you understand the risk involved with the project. All right, so let's go check out the price. And as you can see, it's dropped a little bit, which means it's a great time to buy. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 90-day. And you can see we're pretty low on this particular token, and that's another reason why I bought into it. It's a great buying opportunity right now to buy into this token because you're only a little bit higher than it was right before the peak over here. Obviously you're not going to be as low as launch, but that's pretty good. That's a pretty good buying point. So if you believe in this project and you believe in the fundamentals, this is a pretty good time to buy. And just as a reminder, they're about to do their buyback and burn, which could result in a pretty good sized green candle. Now, if we look at the holders, again, we haven't seen a huge increase. So you're really still buying into this project when it's just starting off. It's only got 5,000 holders. It's a very, very small project right now, which means you've got a really good opportunity to buy into it. So what are some other catalysts that we have coming up? So there's an AMA this weekend where they're probably going to talk a little bit about partnering with an NFT marketplace. I was reading about it here on their website. My guess is that they'll probably talk a little bit about that because I didn't see a lot of mention in their Discord and in their Telegram. So they're probably going to talk a little bit more about what that's going to look like and what to expect from it. But that's also mentioned here on their website. So if you want to read about it, that's on here as well. And then during the last AMA, they talked a little bit about doing some advertising And that's supposed to be coming up as well. And they were talking about, at that time, billboards and trying to figure out where the best place to put billboards were, and that they were going to talk to some people that they know that have some insight into the best place to really maximize exposure to this project. You've got a couple different things coming here. You've got the buyback and burn process, which generates green candles and that higher price. And then you've also got advertising. It's probably a pretty good opportunity right now, especially since the price is really low, to get into this project. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for this update. I will probably do an update after the AMA if there's any new information, so expect that to come in the next couple days as well. I highly recommend taking a look at this project if you haven't already, because there's a lot of potential in this project that's worth checking out. Until next time, stay strong with those diamond hands.